Good evening. This is John Strada, and today we're going to be taking a look at work-based learning in action. So the four stages of work-based learning would have to be awareness, exploration, preparation, and application. Today I'm going to look at two different school sites and how their work-based learning programs are aiding in student development and a focus on career and college preparedness. The first video I enjoyed was the Palmdale High School Work-Based Learning Medical Program. Student Eric Hernandez was working with Kaiser Permanente, and he was responsible for a lot of duties, from RN duties to working with orthopedics to working in the phlebotomy lab, working alongside x-ray technicians, doctors, nurses, front of the house reception, and multiple other fields within the medical profession. I give this work-based learning program a 5 out of 5 stars. And here's why. Awareness-wise, the school district and community professionals see value in the need for more health professionals. There's a large student interest of the medical profession and of the medical sciences. So we see a lot of mathematics, sciences, and English language development also occur within this program. So it's more of just a benefit for intriguing students that want to have a job in the medical profession, but really I feel like it started to help those students out in other classes as well. Exploration-wise, students learn from classroom labs to workplace teachings and assisting. In the video, we see them working on learning how to use syringes in a classroom lab from either A, their medical professional, B, a science teacher that has their backing in the medical profession, and it was giving them an opportunity to work in multiple fields within the hospital, allowing for insight and choice in pursuing a specific career within the medical field. Eric was discussing how the real-world experience was really helping him, and that when he went into it, he only had maybe one insight of what he wanted to do in the medical profession, but that the program started to have him work in many different areas of the hospital or within the medical office, and it really started to help him pinpoint what he really wanted to do. I feel that it prepares students. I feel that all the students are engaged in rigorous classroom teachings and labs. They're given assistant responsibilities and take on many roles within the medical profession, including working on patient paperwork to aid in the care of patients. Did you see Eric in the video helping set that cast? And he seemed to know his anatomy pretty well too, when he was pointing out the fracture in the bone. Application-wise, we see real-world application of skills learned and assessed by working professionals in the field of medicine. Each one of the doctors also said that they really loved doing it, because at one point they were just like Eric, interested, but with nobody really helping push them towards it or showing them what it was really all about. I gave it a 5 out of 5, and I feel that it reaches application. I feel like application is its strongest suit. It has everything else in line. Students are fully engaged. By the time they leave this internship, mentorship, or program, they have a really good foundation of what it is to become a working professional within the world of medicine, but also already have a leg up on their peers at the college level and lab level. The second grouping I was looking at was the Animating Dreams Acme Animation Work-Based Learning Program. The students were Los Angeles and Alabama High School based, and they enrolled in an animation course. The worksite itself was web-based, with a mixture of in-classroom activities and mentorship. The duties were animation from 2D to 3D. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars, mainly because I think it's still got a little bit to go, but it reaches almost the full WBL potential. But that just might be a biased opinion coming from an artist and an art teacher. Awareness-wise, the school district and community professionals see value and need for supporting the visual and digital arts. Large student interest in the field of design, animation, and video production is being met. Student voice is being heard. And it's approaching the idea of the visual arts to the second largest export for the U.S. in 1996 alone. It's a multi-million-dollar industry with multiple types of jobs within the field of animation and design. Exploration-wise, students learn from classroom studio sessions and lessons. It's weekly or bi-weekly digital conferences with the Acme Animation mentors, teachings and assistings with individual questions, working on large group projects, and really just talking to the young artists of the masses. Opportunity to work in multiple fields of design and animation, allowing for insight and choice in pursuing a specific career within the field of visual and digital arts. Preparation-wise, students are engaged in rigorous classroom teachings and studio sessions. They are given specific tasks, insight, and direction from working industry professionals. Hands-on learning mentioned throughout the entire program, and they're being mentored as well. They're all about collaborative work. They're learning from collaborative animators. They're working together on projects, getting insight from each other on projects. They really have these students thinking, talking, and working at a very advanced level. And I really liked in the video when the working professionals said, it's all about deadlines. And that's something I always tell my students. When you get to work with clients, it's all about meeting the deadlines. And when students understand the importance of deadline, they start to build their own personal accountability and appreciation and respect for deadlines and accomplishing a goal on time and staying on task. Application-wise, this is real-world application of skills learned and assessed by working professionals in the field of animation design. However, I was really wondering, was the teacher in the classroom an artist? Did they know how to animate? Was this just another course that some teacher had to fill that had an interest in it? Or could the school have been utilizing its arts program or its arts teachers, or maybe building them up in a professional way? As we look back at work-based learning, we know it's just as important that the instructors themselves are very fluent in what they are teaching or assessing or facilitating in. So that's why I gave out a 4 out of 5, because I didn't really see the teacher drawing too much. And I wonder if what could be done to increase that goal and or continue to advocate and develop the arts within its own department. So what do we see between the two? Well, we see career readiness, responsibility, self-achievement, real-world experience, hands-on learning, student choice and interest utilized, a strong bond between the school and the professional community, industry partnerships. Pathways, we see a focus on developing a continuation of learning from classroom to real-world application. Student engagement, student interest is heard. We're really looking at how students are really taking their opportunity to be the driver of their own career vehicle and really seeing what it takes to continue on past high school as a working professional. Thoughts and insights. I really liked that the Acme Corporation had working mentors that had worked in the industry or still were. However, I feel like the Palmdale WBL program has a lot more of hands-on working side by side with working professionals. And I feel that many schools can look at how they've achieved this medical connection and pathway and really take off from there. Though all these programs are really good, these two caught my eye the most. And even though as an artist, I did see some flaws in that program. I think it's important to know that all in all, everyone is reaching the goal of bringing students to full engagement and trying their very hardest at creating a real-world experience that can continue to create lifelong learners.